Street Theater? It's right up that ladder, lady.
Now, here are the Lexington High School Minutemen. Concord Patriots!
Crazy, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living this world. Maybe it's not too late.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our national anthem. We direct your attention to the 50-yard line. Presenting the colors this evening under the direction of Captain Carl Sweeney, please welcome the Concord Minutemen. Re-established in 1962, the Minutemen are a proud part of the Concord community and remain very active, participating in many area parades, school history presentations, fife and drum events, and battle reenactments. We now ask that you stand, remove your caps, and face the flag as the CCHS Pep Band, under the direction of Chris Nosey, honors America with the playing of our national anthem. Now at the center of the field for the coin toss are the captains of the two teams and their honorary alumni captains.
All
For
right, gentlemen.
Lexington, number 44, Alexander
Happy
Manson.
Thanksgiving.
Number
Welcome to
59,
Fenway.
John
Let's play
Lilly.
some football.
Number 77,
Lexington has
James
made the trip.
Mooring. And
Are you
number
the away team?
78,
You're gonna
Mateo
make the call.
Gomez.
The official is
The
heads.
Minutemen's
the football is
honorary
tails.
captain is
The official is
2018
heads.
graduate
The
Sal
football is
Freelick,
tails.
an
I'm gonna let it hit the
outstanding
ground.
quarterback and
What's the call?
baseball infielder.
Tails is the call.
Sal
Tails
was
is
the
the call.
Massachusetts High School Gatorade Player of the
It's
Year
head.
his senior
Call the
year.
ball.
He went on to
Concord
star in
Carlisle's won
baseball
the
at
toss.
Boston College
Elected to
and is now
receive.
the starting right fielder for the Milwaukee Brewers. In 2024, Sal won a Gold Glove. The head coach for the Minutemen is John DeLuca. The captains for the Patriots are number 1, Lewis Simon, number 7, Finn Ruman, and number 53, Eric Nick. The Patriots' honorary captain is 1982 grad Mike Robichaud.
Crazy madness.
Mike played football and ran track.
Meeting all time between these two football teams. Obviously a rivalry that's dated way.
Keon Millette to kick for the Minutemen. Thomas Burry is
we'll
deep
see
for the
in the
Patriots.
future, but I'm pretty confident CC can take this game today.
I like that, Owen. Lexington getting their men lined up as we are getting ready to go. The kick is off. Burry, the only man deep. It's a little squibber, though. Grabbed, and CC will just fall to the ground very quickly. Just take possession nice and quick. That was Sawyer Carness making the catch above his head, falling down right around that 35-yard line for the Patriots as their offense will get ready to take the field.
Yeah, he's a pretty key player this season. I've seen him on the field a ton. He's obviously one of the good punt returners here, but also he just comes on for defense sometimes. He's not the biggest guy, but he does have a good amount of strength to make those stops when he has to.
Yeah, I like that point there, Owen. And CC, just a very physical football team. They're going to be all up in you, and that's just what you like to. That's just what you like to see, especially on a defensive end. The ball, CC have already fumbled it on a jet sweep attempt, and it looks like Lexington have the football. They do. Oh my goodness, what a start on this one.
I mean, that's just not how you start the game.
Duffy
If you're
taking
CC, that's
the snap.
made by Ayush Patel, a 5'8" senior. You know what? That's just a bit of a mistake from CC there. You know what? Like, not too much happening in the game yet. I'm sure we'll see some better playing from them in the future, but that is just not how you want to start.
Yeah, Duffy taking that under center snap, trying to go with a little jet sweep to the captain, Lewis Simon, coming right on in behind. And just a kind of a bad handoff there by Duffy, and it ends up going to the ground. Good job by Lexington to get on it. They'll start under snap as this one is run right up the middle. Linemen are going to keep trying to push them forward. Doesn't get all too far, though. Going to be a short gain on that one. And, I mean, what you're going to see with this Lexington offense is a heavy run offense. They've got a couple of bigger guys up on that line and a strong running back in the backfield as well that they're going to keep trying to utilize as this one keeps going.
I was going to say, I really like this option for Lexington. It seems to be working out for them. We'll see for the rest of the game, but their running offense has been a kind of key point for them this season. We'll see how CC can respond, though, as their running defense has been pretty good.
I mean, yeah, they've got absolutely no receivers lined up now. They are all crowded around the line. Here's another handoff, going to go a little more towards that right side. He's going to take a couple of CC men to bring him down.
Yeah,
Declan McQueen, the main one there.
The main one was Declan McQueen, and Alex Fivic kind of started that tackle there. Got his legs a little bit, but it did take, what was that, Declan McQueen to take him down?
Yeah, going to take multiple guys, and I mean, Lexington kind of back-to-back shorter runs here. Leaves him with a third down here. See if they change it up here or just kind of stick to what they've done these first 2 plays.
They've got 3rd and 3 here. I'm assuming you're expecting another run, maybe a screen pass, if anything. But we'll see. If I had to put something on it, I'm guessing just a run straight through the pocket.
Yeah, and they're starting with one of their biggest guys, Christian Brown, the offensive lineman at 250 pounds at that running back position. So kind of like a fullback dive almost play looks to be what the setup is here. Again, no receivers out. They'll fake it to him and go to the smaller guy out of the back. He tries to go right. It's Lewis Simon all over him to bring him down short of the marker.
I mean, that's perfect for CC there. You got to get a little bit of a loss of yardage for them. Can't let them get to that first down there. They are, I think, within field goal range for them. I'm not sure. But we'll see whether or not they go for it. I think they will.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet on the field goal here, just with the still would kind of be a long kick looking at just under 50 yards considering the 30-yard line. And with such a short distance to go, it's looking like a yard or less possibly. They're going to stay out on the field here.
I think it's 4, right?
Kind of a late switch here by Lexington on their offensive line here. And in fact, it looks like they're going to take a timeout as well. Try and sort out what they're doing here with this one on a 4th down on their first offensive drive of the game.
Yeah, you know what? I think if you're Lexington, you're real happy right now coming out of the gates, getting that fumble, just kind of frazzling, or I don't know, kind of shocking the CC offense there and making them get their defense right out there when they're expecting to come out maybe 5 minutes in. But I like how CC's responded. They've gotten this stop all the way to 4th down. Looks like it's going to be 4th and 4 on this run.
Yeah, going to be a question how they can kind of beef up that line on this 4th down here. I mean, they've done it 3 times in a row, right? That run that you're seeing just going right up the middle here.
And we know against a team like CC where their defense is so good at blocking the run, Lexington are really going to have to figure something out other than this run because it's just not going to be sustainable for this whole game.
Both teams coming back out after that shorter timeout here from Lexington. They're going to have the ball right around that 30-yard line. Going to have 2 receivers out this time. Ref's blown and he can snap when he needs to. CC doubling the 2 receivers out wide here. Brown setting up in the backfield again. Late motion brings out another receiver. Carnish switches onto him. They eliminate that double team on the side. He's going to go to the air. He's got a little pocket to break through. Fakes the throw. Jukes out Simon going towards the sideline, and he is out of bounds.
Tackle is made by Peter Burke. He is a senior as well. That was some good footwork from him. Got around Lewis Simon, who we know is one of our good defensive players here. I don't know. Just a good QB sneak. I don't really know what else to say.
Yeah, I like him reading that defense there because a great utilization of the pump fake as well when he uses that. And he's got 2 guys on him. It looks like he's almost trapped in a way, but gets them both to jump and sneaking through, doing all they needs to just get that first down reset.
Yeah, again, I don't know if that's going to be a sustainable play. Once you kind of use that, it kind of gets out of your bag against CC, as they might be expecting that more and more often now, but we'll see.
Ethan Hatch, the QB, taking this one under center. He will go to a handoff right up the middle. It's a brutal tackle by CC. That was Finn Ruman on that one. Still a nice run, though, for Lexington. Their best one so far.
Yeah, that was a ton of weight behind that rush there. Just went right into Finn Ruman. It's got to hurt for him, but also great tackle there.
Yeah, on that run, Jason Sun, he has been the one who has received every single handoff so far for Lexington.
Yeah, he does seem like their first choice running back up there. He is a sophomore. don't often see too many of those as your first choice option, but looks pretty good out there. Looks pretty experienced.
Yeah, kind of similar to CC with that QB and running back sophomore duo. We got a jump here. It looks to be, no, it's going to be false start on Lexington. Looks like that right tackle there jumping a little bit early. That was the captain, Jason Moring.
Yeah, now they'll have 8 and 2 left to go. Or rather, 2nd and 8. You know what? I think they're going to run again, as they haven't passed yet this game, as CC bring on their number 6, Aiden Bays.
Yeah, taking out the big man, McWalter, there on that defensive line. So let's see if they're going a little more coverage-based here. Lexington's going to have 2 receivers out to the left side where there is more room. Jackson and Carness on them. They're stacked on top of each other. Running back moves out to the left. There's just a fullback dive right up the middle. A huge jump by Ruman over the top of everyone. It'll be a short little gain on that rush.
Yeah, I think they got maybe 2 or 3 there, but it's a fun play there from Finn Ruman. Just hopping up on top of that little pile up, getting in there, doing what you can. I like it.
Yeah, Bays and McWalter will switch places again here on this one.
Looks like we also have Sawyer Carnes coming off.
Yeah, I would certainly note with, especially with Aiden Bays and that Jack McWalter switch, Bays is gonna, although he's been very great this season, gonna have limited reps due to an injury, so that we've heard from that playoff game against Lincoln Sudbury, where CC really got beat up in that one. Again, late motion. They're gonna go to that screen pass, and it is just dropped. Went right into the hands of Lexington. Kind of panicked when he saw the pressure. Was Armand Espa.
That was real good from Lewis Simon. Just got the ball right out of his hands. Definitely not a pass interference. There was maybe a little bit of a call, but he just hit him right after he had the ball. Just kind of perfect placement. That was great.
Yeah, first passing attempt we've seen so far from Lexington. It does leave them with another 4th down here, Owen.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a 100% 4th down conversion rate so far, so I think they've got to go for it. They do have about 3 yards to go, so any kind of run, maybe a screen pass again, even though that didn't work just now. We'll see, but I'm expecting the run.
Yeah, and not going to the kick despite being at the 15-yard line here. So good position, but a short bit to go. A little bit of a fake snap. No one jumps. He goes to the air. It's a lob to the right side, and it is thrown behind the receiver there.
Yeah, passes to Griffin Leahy. You know what? That was a pretty low pass. I don't know if that's Griffin's fault at all there. I'm not entirely sure who was covering him there. That looks to be Peter Burke, who's, I mean, as what we've seen him do on the defense here, he's made a big impact. He's playing real well. That was great defense from him. Just boxed out his man a little bit. It's great.
Yeah, really good hands, especially for a DB here. And CC are going to take over possession of the ball with that being 4th down. So that's a nice change for him. Duffy's going to get another chance here in the backfield. He's got Burry to his right and Bays to his left. He is in the shotgun for this one. The snap, the handoff to Burry. He quickly juts it out right. A little juke up the middle. He's going to be brought down after a shorter gain of around 4 yards.
I think we'll see them giving the ball to Burry a lot more this game. You know, when you don't have a weapon like Wes Morse to just get you those yards whenever you need to and have those reliable passes, you really need to run more. And, you know what, I'm not sure how Lexington's running defense has been this season, but I think CC have a real strong run game, so they'll have to put up a fight there.
Yeah, and I mean, not to hurt, already hurting us again. Burry just seen limping off the field there towards our sideline. We'll see if he can hopefully make a recovery in this one. They're going to move Simon to the backfield here along with Bays. This one's a handoff to Bays. He gets really nice blocks out in front and trucks his way just past the 25. Just a halfback draw right up the middle. Again, a really good break on that left side of the line.
And that is going to be a CC 1st down with that run, just getting enough yardage for them.
Yeah, McWalter and Sam Beal, the ones that really parted the seas on that one.
Yeah, it seems like we've got a ton of fans in the crowd for this game. You can, on the opposite side of us here in the booth is the CC Pep Band. I'm sure you can still hear them now.
Duffy, another little fumble on a handoff to Simon. Simon picks it up. Definitely going to be a loss of yardage as they are brought down. A high snap that Duffy tried to rush the handoff and dropped it again back to his right side. CC maintained possession on this one, though.
I mean, we know CC are just missing Wes Morris right now. He was a super reliable quarterback, very few fumbles on the season. But we'll see how Ryan Duffy can really, just like get this going. He's got a bit of reps in some games this season, and I'm sure he'll do well come time. But for now, he's just not had the best play.
Yeah, he was forced to start in that playoff game against LS that CC had, where they took a tough loss 27-7. Here's a handoff to Bays, and he just missed a big rush out to the right side. It's a shoestring tackle by Lexington there. That was the captain, Alexander Manson. Again, another guy, you're probably going to be hearing his name a lot at that linebacker position. Really fast and really strong as well.
Yeah, Bays almost gets right out of his grasp there, but he just kind of tightens it up and gets him down, and that's, I don't know, that's textbook for that kind of tackle.
Leave CC with a third down coming up. They're going to need 11 yards to convert on this one here.
I mean, Coach Reed really has to call a pass here, but we'll see.
Kind of looks to be the play here. They've got Karnas and Meyer lined up to the left. Duffy in shotgun, Bays to his right. He hands it off to Bays. Good blocks. He cuts up the middle. Nice run, and he spins over to the 35-yard line. Really nice rush.
Looks like he might have it there. We're yet to see
I
if
think they're gonna mark him just short there, Owen, but still a solid run on a long third down, which can be kind of a gutsy call.
I mean,
that's got to be inches. That is like almost right on the mark there.
Yeah, I thought he had it.
CC gonna stay with the offense on this one. It's gonna be just less than a yard here. Karnas to the left and Bays to the right again in the backfield. Two receivers out to the side. Lexington looks to kind of be in a zone. They've only got four up front. A handoff to Bays. He gets a nice block from Karnas, who came up, and Bays tumbles to the side.
Looking like he's going to get that yard, though, Net.
Tough to see. He actually kind of went to the side and fell right on the line.
It is going to be a first down, though. That's just perfect for the Patriots.
Got what they needed out of that. Gets another just kind of fresh set of downs to work with here. They're sitting right around that 36-yard line.
Yeah, when you've got Burry and Morse out, who are really your two biggest weapons this whole season, Coach Reed really has to go in his bag, find these players that maybe don't play as much, but will be getting them these solid yardage gains.
Duffy takes the snap. Bays drops the handoff. I mean, what a recurring theme we are seeing in this first quarter. He was able to jump on top of it. He will eat up the loss. But, I mean, that is the third time that we have seen a handoff turn into a fumble. And those handoffs to fumbles, they haven't been hits. They've just been straight up drops. So
yeah,
just kind of sloppy.
That's real unfortunate for him there. You know, you really got to hold those nice and tight like it's your baby almost.
Little clap here from Duffy as CC will line up in a similar formation that they have had for almost every offensive play, with Meyer out to the left and Burke out to the right. Duffy, they're going to go to that handoff to Bays again. He juts up the middle. He's going to try and, his line's going to try and push him forward. Lexington are going to win the shoving match and push him back a little farther.
If you're Lexington, you're just expecting this run from Bays every time now. And I know Coach Reed is going to hopefully switch it up in the future, but Lexington are going to figure out something for this defense eventually. And it's going to be real bad for the Patriots.
Yeah, after that one, we have just 55 seconds remaining here in this first quarter, and clock ticks down as we speak here. And Duffy's not going to be in for this one. Simon taking the direct snap. He runs it out to the left. Bays getting a block as well. Karnas, and there goes Simon down the left sideline. He has broken free past the 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Patriots.
I mean, what a run for him. I was not expecting that. Just cut right through that pocket, got right out there, and we do hear the muskets from the Minutemen there. That's great for him. I mean, this is his last game of football for CC, and that's exactly what you want to do there.
Just a really nice burst of acceleration after getting past the D-line there, and he just won a foot race, and it wasn't even close. And a direct snap there, so just like a total mix-up there.
You can see the snap doesn't quite get to him right. It goes to his what's that, right arm before just kind of getting it right where you want it. But he still catches it, and it's going to be a...
Garofalo kicked that. He barely got it up and through, but CC are going to have a 7-0 lead here in the first quarter.
It's a great start for them. You know what? Lewis Simon has been doing a ton this game. He is the captain of the team, or one of our captains, rather. And, yeah, that's great.
Energy pumping right now with the crowd, especially with the pep band and cheer squad that we have today.
Yeah, everyone's out here for this game, and it's great. It's a great community. You know, we often see this type of thing in like a Kicks for Cancer or maybe a playoff final game. But it's great to see it here for this final game of the season. I mean, everyone loves being at Fenway Park, don't they?
Certainly right, Owen. CC are going to kick this one off to Lexington. Again, they've got a 7-0 lead to protect them a little bit. Going to try and pound them down. Just 35 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Garofalo setting his lines as he looks to kick off. It's going to be 2 men back here for Lexington. This kick, a little looper there to the middle. 2 men try and catch it. It's going to be caught. Refs are blowing it dead real quick.
They didn't take that as a fair catch, but I don't know. I'm really not sure what happened there. 2 guys went in for it. 2 guys caught it by the looks of it, but refs called it dead.
I think it would have been the fair catch on the call for it, just because it didn't end up going down. And so just 34 seconds now. CC with a 7-0 lead. Lexington breaking out of their sideline huddle. So far, pretty good defense from CC. Absolutely no passing game so far for Lexington. They haven't had any passes for yards, and most of those runs have been held. I think every single one has been held about under 8 yards. So it's been consistent so far. And Lexington, you know they're going to run it. Looks like that's what they're going to do again. No receivers out. They'll go to the backfield. Nice little sweep run here from them, but they're going to be brought down. Multiple CC guys in the area there.
That's a great idea for a run. He just didn't really get out there as much as he needed to.
Main guy there, Svatek, bringing him down off of that defensive line. That one a nice little trickery there with a little bit of a jet sweep that you'll kind of see from a lot of teams, especially at the high school age. That one Samuel Florestal. Again, another shorter running back for him.
He kept that cut there nice and tight, didn't give the defensive back any room for error there, but CC did end up getting that tackle.
Lexington let the clock wind down, and that is going to bring us to the end of this first quarter. CC maintaining a 7-0 lead in this one. Though you are listening to WIQH 88.3, and we are being broadcasted on YouTube by Minuteman Media, and we thank them for that incredible opportunity.
We do have a few comments for the end of this first quarter. You know, the CC defense, once they got out there after that first fumble, were playing real nice. Their running defense is some of the best I've seen broadcasting high school football. But you know what? It seems like fumbles are going to plague this team. They're not really getting too many good, solid possessions off that snap. They really need to figure that out if they're going to keep this game. And they do have the 7-0 lead, so it's their game to lose now. What do you think, Dash?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to try and bring a little more of a positive note. I just think that huge run by Simon, it really just energizes the whole team. And that's just a big play. One switch up is all you needed to just get that big play. It tells them that they have it in them. And I think CC knows that they're just the more talented team in this one. That one's going to be a big energy boost as they continue this one on.
Yeah, I think you're totally right about that. CC are really going to be relying on those real experienced players, those players who have played without Morrison Burry on this team before, and who have done it without them, because you've got a ton of sophomores on this team. You've got a ton of freshmen, or not a ton of freshmen. You've got a few freshmen, though, and those guys have never played without Burry or Morris on this team. And we're really going to be relying on these juniors and seniors here to kind of get this game moving and work with this more running offense and more weapons than we've been using in these past few games this season.
Yeah, certainly. And I think especially with those upperclassmen, I mean, they're just all of our senior captains were named to a DCL All-Star team at least, if not all league, for a couple of them. So that just shows you, like, they've got good leadership, and I mean, you're going to see that kind of take action in this one when it's just like arguably the biggest game they played all year, just with the setting we have here today.
Yeah, I mean, when you're playing in Fenway, I'm sure the blood is rushing, your heart's beating, and you're super excited to be here, but it's a ton of pressure. And you know what? CC have responded to it pretty well.
Yeah, I like that point, Owen. Both teams now coming back out as we are about to get underway with this second quarter, a Thanksgiving Eve matchup here, which we've seen just be a really nice rivalry to have towards the end of the year. Obviously tough for both of these teams considering how far it is after the playoffs, especially when, unfortunately, like CC, you're getting out in that first round. But they've been prepping really hard for this one.
I was going to say, Lexington haven't won in 2 months now, so I'm sure they'll be hoping to finish it off with a win.
They'll start their drive here with a little run play there. That one scoops out to the right side. That was Eli Selski on that run.
Yeah, good run from him. Again, got out there, kind of passed the defense just a bit. Maybe could have gone a little bit more just for that extra little bit of yardage. But again, you're not going to get that all the time. And in this type of situation, when you're playing CC, who do have this great running defense, you really do have to take what you can get.
Yeah, and I mean, as I'm looking up at that replay on the big board we have today, you're really seeing that the big man Christian Brown, they're running it through him. He's running out to the side and being that lead blocker, being the biggest guy on this team. So they certainly have a strategy. The ball's going to be handed off to him here. He tumbles with his back going towards the end zone that he wants to go towards. That's going to be a nice gain for him as he pancakes himself for a gain of about 7 or 8 yards on it.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a good play there. You know, you don't really, it's not a play that you're going from the crowd and you're going, that was really great to watch. That's just kind of something you have to do to keep yourself in a football game like this. You got to do that. You're never getting highlights off of that, but it does work, and it's often going to work.
Yeah, certainly what they've kind of relied on this season. Ethan Hatch going to be taking this one under snap. It's just so unique having no receivers out here. They're going to go to another handoff, and that's just an immediate pummel by CC. Jason Sohn out of the backfield. I mean, he just got trapped. CC was all over him there.
Yeah, one guy I saw out there who did seem to be the main guy on that tackle was Philip Bolton, who is a freshman. And to be here in your freshman year playing like that, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and he's the only freshman that was able to make it. So, I mean, certainly not by chance. And good to see him kind of earning his spot there and getting an opportunity on this big stage here. Little clap from Lexington here. They're going to stick with that same formation they have here. Again, 2 running backs, kind of not even in the backfield though, kind of more to the sides. It's going to stick with Sohn and Selski there. Here's a fake handoff. They go to the big man, and Brown is going to be pushed backwards by CC, just shy of the 50-yard line.
I mean, I heard that hit up there. That was nuts. Real hard for him. Maybe he should get checked for a concussion, but he'll be all right.
Bringing up 3rd down here for Lexington on this drive. Going to have 7 yards to go, so a little bit of an awkward distance for them if they want to try their run.
And the score is CC 7, Lexington 0, with 9:20 left to go in the first half. I mean, it's a beautiful night here in Boston for a football game. I'm not sure you get much better football weather than this.
I know. I mean, we've got the window open, and I mean, just crisp, warm weather, to be honest. And
yeah.
On a night, you wouldn't expect it, but it's just been really nice.
Yeah, it's pretty perfect. And, you know, under the lights, it's always going to feel just a bit warmer. And, you know, you're happy under those lights. You get to play football at Fenway Park.
Couple of receivers lined up here for Lexington. They've got Espa all the way to the left. Here's the snap. It's a pass to the right side. It is completed. Nice little juke from Lexington. They'll easily have the first down. That was Eli Selski out of the backfield. They went to the screen pass. Coming off the left, he got 2 nice blocks up front there by the captain, Manson, and Espa, who were both on the left side.
I'm sure he's feeling himself after that one. Just got right past those 2 defenders, kind of made them collide into each other. He should be real happy right now.
Yeah, kind of a frustrating play for the Patriots, who can't get the ball back in their possession. They will be pushed a little bit farther back into their own territory. Just over 8 minutes to go. Clock quickly winding down here in this first half. It almost feels like every play that isn't third down, you're just going to see Lexington all crowd at the line. Here's a run that goes up the middle, almost sneaking free was Jason Sohn. He looked brought down in that pack of players right there in the middle, and just kept getting pushed forward by that offensive line. Gets brought down. He's going to be, looks to be just short of that first down marker, but still a nice rush nonetheless.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to have 2nd and inches here.
Looks like Patriots are going to need a little bit of time to discuss something over and kind of prepare for the run offense that you know Lexington's going to be putting out here.
Yeah, we do have a timeout right here. Other comments about the game, I mean, CC's running defense has looked just a bit weaker since they've taken the field for this second quarter. You know, I think they've still got it in them to do real well in this game, but you're not always going to see them playing this incredible running defense. It's hard to keep up for a whole game. But I'm sure Lex will tire out maybe. I mean, you can't run the ball the whole game, can you?
I mean, hard to know if they will, but it seems like that's been what they're doing so far. I'd give credit to their O-line so far. And honestly, it's been nice running, especially from Sohn out of the backfield. And I think the O-line's doing well up there. They're clearly putting all their bigger guys right up on that line. And I think you're seeing good blocks. They're really boxing out those defenders, and they're fighting for any yard they can get right now.
Yeah, Lex seems to be somewhat of a bigger team than CC, but CC do have that speed and agility that you look for in these D linemen that you don't always get.
Handed off to Sohn again up the middle. He makes a nice little spin over his left shoulder, and he collapses right around that 20, between the 20 and 25 yard line here. Again, just a good block there by Manson up front, who is a running back on this team, but has just been a physical one at that, just pushing right ahead of his man, and they're just trying to create a nice, easy path for him to go through. Just over 7 minutes remaining as Lexington huddle up. CC maintain the 7-0 lead. We are almost halfway through this first quarter, and ball has remained in the hands of Lexington for this whole time.
Yeah, they've been getting these yards to get all the way down the field, but they're not doing it quick.
Oh, a little flea flicker action to the middle of the field. Collapsing in the end zone. Did he have it? It looked like it hit the ground. My goodness, what a play attempt by Lexington.
Yeah, throw is to Armon Espa, who, yeah, I mean, looked like he had that pass from over here, but great defense from CC there, just kind of kept it down. Again, that was Finn Ruman with just a kind of a smack at the ball. Didn't look like he got a big chunk of it, but might have gotten the back there just enough to keep him from getting the catch.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a handoff to Manson, who immediately turned and flea flickered it back to Hatch, who made a really nice throw down the middle of the field. Certainly took the safeties of CC off guard, and it would have been a really nice play if he could have held on to it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're CC, those cornerbacks and safeties you're putting back there aren't doing much this game, and they're not expecting to do much.
Nice little run to the right side, but CC are right there. Big tackle in the open field. It's Lewis Simon.
Yeah, that's kind of been the inverse of their problem with those plays so far. They've always just been a little bit too inside. Here they're just a bit too outside. They've kind of got to find that happy medium now.
Yeah, Eli Elski almost saw a wall of his own receivers in front of him who couldn't move the CC DBs, and Simon, who rushed over all the way from that right side of the line, pushing him down with the full body.
Yeah, again, like we've said, Lewis Simon has been just a big player in this game so far. Done a ton for this team, and I'm sure they'll miss him next year.
Yeah, his presence certainly felt on both sides of the ball. Lexington going to be taking this one on the right hash mark of the 24-yard line here. They're going to have a 3rd down and 9. A little bit of an audible call. No receivers out wide, though. See what they do here. Looks to be a handoff. It goes towards the right middle side. CC are definitely going to stop him short.
Yeah, that's not enough for the first down there, but looks like they are in field goal range. We didn't see them defer last time in about this range, so we'll see what they do here.
Yeah, a lot of squads don't really defer to that. Try and just get the maximum points you can. That one a little toss there to Sohn, who came up the middle.
Yeah, but you've got 8 yards on this 4th down. It's kind of a tough decision.
Yeah, I'd agree with that one there, Owen. And it looks like, kind of like you were pointing out, the kicking unit is out. This ball is right up and around the 21-yard line. And it's
Yep.
going to be snapped back to right around the 28.
Looks like Kian Millett to take it.
One of the wide receivers on this team. He has yet to take the field. The snap. CC with absolutely no rush. And that one's going to be blown left outside of the upright. And no good there.
Yeah, that's not a great kick there. But I'm sure they'll have more chances throughout this game to make that kick. And hopefully, for their sake, just have a good one next time.
Yeah, tough to tell if that one even had the height on it. That one curling outside the left upright there.
I really don't think that one had the wheels.
No. Give CC a chance with the ball before halftime strikes. That's the thing with Lexington that I think can be an underrated aspect, is they've kept the ball in their possession for over 6 minutes of time here.
Yeah, we'll see what Ryan Duffy can do here with the ball. We've seen him rush a ton, but we'll see what happens here, whether or not he can make that throw when they need to, because we've seen, like, Lex does have a pretty strong running defense. We haven't seen yet whether or not they can really defend the pass.
Yeah, that first play, not a huge success from CC. They weren't able to gain any yard, or maybe got one on that one.
Yeah, a little bit of a spin move there from Thomas Burry, who looks to be back on the field.
That is just another unsuccessful run attempt from CC. It was again Burry who tried to start left and cut to the right and just hit a wall that cut him off. He couldn't get back around it.
Yeah, looks like the issue might be with his left leg there. You can see him just limping a little bit. I'm hoping they can get that one under control before it becomes something bad.
Yeah, Duffy in the shotgun here on a 3rd and 11. 3 receivers all right next to each other on the left. Duffy going to the air. It's a screen pass. It's wide open, Burry. He cuts to the outside and dives down to the 25-yard line, which is exactly where the marker is. Very successful play. All the DBs from Lexington chasing those 3 receivers that ran up on almost streak and post routes there, and Burry was wide open in the backfield.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and 4 for CC now. Doesn't look like they're going to bring out the kicking unit. Actually, they might have. We'll see, though. I think they go for it, though, you know? They've had a pretty good conversion rate so far. But looks like they are going to punt here.
Yeah, only 3 yards to go, but deep in their own territory. It's going to be tough to make up here if you turn it over. Garofalo takes the punt. He spirals that one very nicely. It is caught by Espa, and he is brought down quickly. Peter Burke, the main one on the tackle.
Yeah, he's assisted by John DeCesare there. Not the biggest guy, but you know what? You do what you can to help you to help him defend that tackle, or help him get that tackle to the floor.
Yeah, I'm impressed with that punt there by Garofalo. A nice spiral spin on that one, and it carried a good distance as well, while having enough height that CC was able to swarm Espa right as he made that catch. We have just over 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Possession goes back to Lexington after CC have a 3-and-out drive.
Yeah, and we see that Coach John DeLuca on the big screen in front of us, and it looks like he's done a pretty good job this game. You know, he hasn't done too well this season with his team, but they are kind of finding some holes in the CC defense and just pushing their team through there.
Really nice design there by Lexington. They got a nice screen out to the left side. It'll go past midfield.
That'll be Eli Selski with the run yet again. He's been a real nice offensive weapon for this team. He's done a ton on offense. I don't know if he plays on defense, but his offensive runs, he's got a few screen passes. He's got a few runs. They've all been pretty great so far.
Yeah, and I think Lexington so far in a game that CC's expected to win this one by a decent bit. I like that play design there where CC's going to be focused on those guys coming right up the middle for those rushes we've seen so often. So I think it's nice that like almost 1 in every 4 or 5 plays they're breaking off of that and going to something different.
Yeah, I think that's just totally right.
Hatch with a handoff to Sohn again. Nice wrap down tackle by Sawyer Carness on that one. Shorter gain there on the run.
Yeah, just got him there. You know what? Like, that's great. I don't really have much else to say about that. That's a textbook tackle. You grab him up, take him down. Exactly what you're taught when you first start playing football.
Yeah, Lexington certainly been relying on Sohn as the kind of main piece out of this backfield, and Hatch going to his coach in a little bit of confusion here. They're still trying to sort something out here. Clock is winding down. We have just 1 minute and 20 seconds to go.
I mean, with that double back, you'd think the coach told him to pass.
Hard to know what he's got in store here, but they do have 2 receivers out to the right. 1 to the left now on a late motion. Just over a minute to go here. CC with the 7-0 lead. Hatch going to the air. He's going to have to retreat. Flags are thrown. He cuts back to his right. He's swarmed. Heaves to the left side, and it is batted down. Karnas tried to race there to get a hand on it. No one around him. He would have had an interception.
It's going to be an offensive penalty. Looks like CC might defer. Actually, they won't defer on this one, so they didn't make the tackle. But that's unfortunate for Lexington.
Yeah, pushes them back, and they were kind of making a look this late push into what could have been a field goal range, or at least something that can get you to kind of a Hail Mary. They're going to be pushed back into their own territory.
You can see just a little bit of that holding there on that O-line. Looks like it was a few offenders, no single guy. That's tough for them, but it looks like they can come back. 2nd and 15, they try to do this throw again, which doesn't look like they will, seeing how that went. But they look like they are going to have to make a throw here.
Yeah, 2nd and 18 to go on this one. Clock at 57 seconds. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining to stop the clock. Hatch going under center. Again, 2 receivers out to the right and 1 to the left. Sohn in the backfield. Hatch almost tripped. He lobs it to the left side. It's a just overthrown. My goodness.
That's
what an attempt.
Real tough for Griffin Lay there. That was a almost inch perfect pass from him there. That's Hatch, right, as the quarterback? Yeah. That was a great pass from him. Looked like he had it, too. Good defense from CC there. You know what? Maybe if he had just a little bit more speed there, he'd had that. That's tough, though.
Yeah, just a one-on-one on a fade route, which has kind of been that and the screen pass have been the 2 passing options we've seen Lexington go to. And Leahy, just kind of burned Henry Jackson on that route.
Also got to talk about how that was real nice defense from Henry Jackson. Got him beat, but he's still blocking that line of sight. He's still making it so he can't get that pass.
Sets up a very long 3rd and 18. With the incompletion, the clock stopped anyways. Hatch in the pocket. He is swarmed, and he is brought down.
Looks like he's brought down by Eli Svatek. That's a great tackle.
Kenji Ma came in late as well. That's a big sack there for the Patriots. Clock stops now at 41 seconds to go as both teams will retreat back to their huddles.
I'm sorry, that wasn't Eli Svatek. That was Jack McWalter. He's been a real big player on this team's O-line here. You know, he's got that size you need on the O-line. You don't always get it, but he's been just a big player. I know he was injured last year, and the team really struggled without him, but he's been kind of integral to this O-line this year.
Yeah, especially like a guy that's going to play college football. You know he can bring the leadership that he does here. And with this clock stopped here, a 4th and 24, so almost no way Lexington can pull anything off on this one. CC are going to have a short amount of time to do something.
I mean, if they're feeling themselves here, maybe they'll go for it, but I can't expect them to.
Hard to do it with that as well in their own territory here.
So you see a Finn Ruman as the only guy down deep.
Here's the punt. It's kind of hit off the ankle. Jackson leaps up, makes the catch, runs to the left. A nice little room. He'll try and bullet it through, but he's going to get brought down by 2 men at their own 45-yard line. Clock went all the way down to 32 seconds.
Yeah, you can see that cut there. Again, I've said this before about CC, but they're kind of keeping their cuts real tight, just getting in there, trying to get as much space as they can, using that speed that they have over Lexington. And it's worked out great for them so far.
Yeah, and I think, like, especially when they're coming up towards those middles with the blockers in front, they're just trying to kind of bullet through in a way. CC are only going to have 1 timeout remaining after using the last one to stop the clock before Lexington punted it away. See what Duffy does in the backfield here. Burke with a one-on-one on the right side. Duffy looks towards the left, tries to fire it away quick, and it is caught. Nice play by CC. They're up to their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, great from Christian Meyer there. Kind of got in the right position, beat his defender there.
Yeah, Duffy setting up for a quick spike here. 25-24, and he gets it down with 23 seconds remaining. Nice little cut there by Meyer, who went with a little stutter step right before he caught it. Duffy throwing that one off his back foot and a little bit of a sidearm angle. Really went right in the pocket, and a nice throw for him. Maybe hopefully it gained him a little bit of confidence as he pushes forward here.
Looks like let's Lewis Simon taking the field instead of Aiden Bays.
Yeah, that play really puts CC in contention here for something to do here.
Yeah, 23 seconds left in the half. Let's see if they can get something going. 35 yards to go. I'm sure they can.
With one timeout as well, they can stop the clock on one nice play that they have here, which can get them into field goal range, or if they're trying to go for the big play, the touchdown. Duffy, no one in the backfield. He rolls out to his right. A screen pass to Burry. He is met immediately by Lexington, and he is brought down. A nice one-on-one tackle by Griffin Leahy. CC will immediately use that last timeout with 13 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think, you know what, in just a few minutes, we're going to see a big heave from Duffy here. Just got to get this touchdown with this little bit of time left to go. Good pass to Burry, but Burry is heavily defended. Not really protecting your receiver too well there.
No, and maybe hoping to get out of bounds, but just a nice tackle. And it's just a one-on-one there by Griffin, and Burry no easy man to bring down. It's just a big one because he kept him in bounds as well, which can make CC use up that last time out. And like Owen said, they're kind of forced to go for something big here.
Yeah, I think we'll see Ryan Duffy with, you know what, long pass here. CC do have some pretty good wide receiver options. So I think we'll see probably line up with 3, maybe 2, but I'm guessing 3. I'm thinking we'll see maybe John DeCesare out there. He's been a pretty reliable receiver this whole season. Maybe Christian Meyer, a little bit of Thomas Burry too.
Duffy getting the sign from Coach Reed as he brings it right back into the huddle. Sides will break. Again, only 13 seconds to go here in the first half. CC with a 7-0 lead, looking to make it a little bit more. No one in the backfield. Duffy, a quick pass to the right side. It is going to be incomplete. Got tipped out. It's Griffin Leahy again on the coverage. Duffy trying to go with a quick play, maybe get out of bounds and make it a little simpler.
Yeah, and Duffy knows there if you can't make that pass immediately and you don't see anything looking like it's going to happen, you got to make the pass. You got to stop that clock for just one more play in this half.
Yeah, that incompletion stops the clock and gets CC another chance. With time winding down, it'll be interesting to see if they kind of go for that quick attempt where you have to get out of bounds with no timeouts, or they just go for that end zone heave.
You know what? I think we'll see the end zone heave here.
2 men out to each side. Burry standing to his left in the backfield. Duffy takes the snap. Nice blocking up front. Up the middle. It is caught by Bays, but he gets hit right at the knees. Tumbles forward just past the 20. CC are going to try and spike it. Clock stopped moving on the game clock here. Refs waving it. We'll see if they got it off.
Looks like they did.
Yeah, 3 seconds remaining. Nice job from CC to rush that up quick.
Yeah, you can see Coach Reed and Duffy talking there. They'll be looking to try to get a pass maybe to the corner of an end zone. Duffy's got an arm on him. He can pass. So I think that's what Coach Reed will have him do here.
Yeah, a nice pass there from him right to Bays, who cut right up the middle. Michael Denoncourt on that tackle just went with the headbutt right to the knees there and got him to do a little bit of a front flip over.
Yeah, he kind of folded there. That's got to hurt.
See what they do. They got Burke out to the right. Now Meyer and Simon to the left. Duffy looks toward the left, and a blind side hit brings him down. It's a sack for Lexington.
Yeah, that was Griffin Leahy, or Lay, sorry if I said that wrong. He just got right out there, got past that CCO line. That's real tough for Duffy there. That's a hard hit.
Yeah, unblocked as well, and that was just a total blind side hit. He wasn't even looking there. He looked immediately to the left side and sneaking in, nailing him right in the right shoulder.
So we're going to make a few comments just before we get out for this halftime break. We'll probably be back in 10 or 15 minutes. We'll play it by ear. But I'd like to comment on how well CC has been defending Lex's run. We've had 2 quarters of football so far, and they still haven't let them get any points. Very little ground, at least quickly, for this Lexington team. They've been going in slow increments, and I think CC kind of need that, as they're kind of a faster team trying to move the ball as quickly as they can, trying to score points because they know they can. And for Lexington, they've done a good run game. They're getting these small yardage gains when they have to, and it looks pretty good. But we'll see what they can get in the second half. Looks like CC are going to take control of this game not since the beginning, though. They kind of lost it there, but they've taken control since that first score.
Yeah, Lexington have certainly been running, like you've said, that kind of slow and steady offense, trying to push it up to the run. That hasn't gotten the offense as many tries. They've only had around 3 or 4 attempts to kind of move it, but I think certainly a little bit of promise coming toward the end with those kind of smaller gains that are being had. Nice little passes to the middle that are hard to do, right? You can't take those for granted. Seeing stronger runs as well. And I think Lexington, they're just kind of only got one thing in the bag so far with that run. And I mean, maybe a screen pass or 2, but
yeah,
an easy fix to make on those for sure.
Most definitely. And that's the first half with the scores CC 7 and Lexington 0. We'll be back for the second half. All right.
12 and a half minutes? All right.
Some like football game music. This is good, but like, you know, like.
I don't know what football. I have Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA, ready.
Sure, yeah. Just like, yeah, well-known-ish song.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know. I feel like this like embodies the energy of like football though. Like it's like,
Sure, but yeah, just a bit more mainstream.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with what you're playing right now.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Gotta be hip with the kids.
Drive back, surprise attack, straight towards the wall. Next day, make the bay, over in the Jordan, Syria, lost the night, left for golden heights, right without warning, see the Syrian forces fall, and Syria attacked. Israel crossed the lines of defense, ruling the golden.
A PSA. Yeah. This is the only one they had. Wave card.
File.
Okay, I'll check there.
They have like we are the champion and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
I don't know, I've been like watching YouTube shorts and playing Clash Royale, but
Once upon a time I was falling in love. Now I'm only falling apart. There's nothing I can do. A total eclipse of the heart. And I need you now tonight. And I need you more than ever. And I need you now tonight. Total eclipse of the heart. And I need you now tonight. And I need you more than ever. And I need you now tonight.
Here come the Patriots!
Stronger power.
They call me Willie, stay so cool, I'm chilly. I done made that melee, on my way to that Billy. Used to have a piggy bank, but now I got that bigger bank. Who cares what the haters think? They hate on me cause I'm doing what they can. I stay on that hustle, I flex that mid-tone muscle. Hate to bust your bubble, I'm on that other level. I'ma take it higher and higher, higher and higher. I stay in fire tire, keep burning like that fire. stronger power. Yes, y'all. Feeling funky, fresh, y'all. Work to be the best, y'all. Work good under pressure, y'all. Been through all that stress, y'all. Get this off my chest, y'all. Made it out them projects with this project that's progress, y'all. I did it for my mama. I told her when I was younger that I'ma be that number one. Yep, I'll be that number one. I take it higher and higher, higher and higher. I stay on fire, tire. Keep burning like that fire. Whatever doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. So I'ma get stronger. Coming like a batter ram. I'm knocking down the door again. Coming like a batter ram. I'm knocking down the door again. I'm alive. I can fly. I'm alive. And I'm loving every second, minute, hour, bigger, better, stronger, power. I got that power. I got that power. I got that power. Power. And I'm loving every second, minute, hour, bigger, better, stronger, power. And I'm loving every second, minute, hour, bigger, better, stronger, power.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing homebound.
Fenway Park, where we see the CC Patriots face off against the Lexington Minutemen. It's been a great game so far with CC leading by 7 here. Got about 30 minutes left on the half, and it will be Lexington starting with the ball when we come back.
Yeah, so far a lower scoring one so far. CC only ones to get on the board with a huge Lewis Simon run, and Garofalo hitting that extra point. We've seen the defense hold Lexington to 0 points despite a couple of progressions coming down the field, but still just very promising to see from CC so far.
We've got a few more notes, specifically some fun plays. There was one play where Finn Ruman just jumped on top of a pileup. Don't know if it added too much, but it was definitely some good football to watch. We also saw a few good other things from CC here. Aiden Bays had 2 first downs. And another thing by Finn Ruman, the guy who jumped on top of the defense, he had a great smacked pass away that was going to be a touchdown had he not gotten just a finger on that. So that was great from him, and hopefully we can see some other great plays from him in this half.
Yeah, certainly almost a forgotten one on that deflection there. That could have easily been a touchdown for Lexington, could have put us in a tie game.
Yeah, most definitely, Dash. And CC set up to take the kick. It's Jack Garofalo taking the kick. It's Lexington with 2 guys out to take the punt. It's going to go real short. It's going to be caught by Lexington's number 50, Fazio Enzbuga. It's a good catch from him there. Kind of just nice, tight take. Didn't exactly take it fair, but did just go down after the catch, so I think it counts that way. You know what? Bit short from Garofalo there. Not exactly what you want to see. But you know what? CC have been kind of working with it all season, and it seems to work for them.
Yeah, it's been kind of a theme. Honestly, both sides so far, they don't go to those deep kicks, although we've seen it in games we've done past. Just going to that shorter one, letting them kind of have that possession, but you know they're not getting a huge return off of it.
Yeah, and with CC having their soccer team so good, maybe they should recruit from there. Play starts. It's going to be a rush out the back, and it's going to be a quick tackle from Lewis Simon, and that's going to be on Selski. Trying to get that run again just like he did in the first half, but it's not quite going to get there as Simon just makes that quick stop.
Yeah, he's had a really good game so far, and I think you had pointed out earlier he's done it both ends. Been a huge factor on that at that linebacker position coming in off, especially on those rushes, has been huge. And
Yeah.
then obviously the big rushes on the offensive end.
I mean, on the other side, we've got Selski, who's been a great player for them on offense, just getting those constant small yardage gains that you need to win a game like this one. But just quick stop from Simon there, loss of 2 for them. And it looks like they'll set up with 2 wide receivers out to the left from them. Kind of rare for them to set up like this, as we haven't seen too many passes yet this game.
Yeah, CC going to get 1 on each of them.
Snap goes. It's looking for a pass. He's just going to run through the pocket there, but he is going to be taken down real quick. That person being Hatch, Ethan Hatch, the quarterback, didn't quite get too many yards, maybe a gain of 1 if anything, but he really didn't have an option out to the right where he was looking for, I think, a screen pass to Selski. Just didn't quite get it, and it's eventually taken, he's eventually taken out by 3 CC guys.
Yeah, I liked what I saw from Sam Beal there. Even from up here, I was able to see he had 2 men on him to start on that defensive rush, and he almost made them miscommunicate, or maybe they just did miscommunicate, but he was able to get by both of them on the left side and make the tackle.
It's real nice to see the CC Pep Band playing as loud as they want. We can hear them from all the way up here, and I can't imagine what it's like down there.
Same exact formation as the last play here for Lexington.
Snap goes to Hatch. He's going to try to go for the pass again. Pass is good. Almost taken by Peter Burke. Gets a finger on it. Doesn't quite take it down. It's going to be 4th and 12 for them now, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, 4th and 12. They've got a punt here. Great showing for CC to open up this first half.
Yeah, honestly, not too great of a throw there from Hatch, who throws it almost into like triple coverage with the help of the safety coming in late, being Finn Ruman, and he tried to hit Griffin Leahy, but just went way over his head, way over his hand.
Yeah, we've got Jackson and Ruman out back to get a hold of this punt. Punt does go pretty short. It's going to be a bounce. Jackson's not going to get to it. It is going to be stopped by Lexington here. Going to be stopped by, I think that might be Selski. He's doing a ton for this team. But it's not Selski. It is going to be Kean Millett, who has been, I think, the one person to catch a pass on this team so far this game. And, you know, I think it's got to not feel great if you're playing wide receiver on this game, because you're just, or on this team, because you're just not getting to do a lot. Ryan Duffy lines up here. Aiden Bay's behind. He's not going to give it to Duffy. He's going to give it to Simon. Simon's going to get a few yards, get a great spin move from him. Gets past just a few guys there. Looks like it's going to be a first down for him. Gain of about 15 yards there.
Man, oh man, he almost broke free again. Made a nice spin move, as Owen was saying, kept it nice and tight and barely got tackled. Someone got him by the laces there on the shoe, but he almost broke free in almost exactly the same fashion that he did earlier.
Yeah, just got his foot there. That's great from him. Snap goes to Duffy to Bays. Bays gets it right through the middle. Gets a gain of about 4 yards by the looks of it. Good from him. He's been the CC's first choice running back here. He's been playing pretty great. Just gets taken down there by Lexington's number 44, Alexander Manson. He's the captain, or one of their captains rather.
Yeah, I like that play design from CC where you've obviously seen him go to that jet sweep with Simon a couple times. So to fake that one too and give it to Bays, who's been consistent, is a nice little change.
Snaps to Duffy. He's going to hand it off to Simon. Yet again, Simon's got space in the midfield trying to get past a few guys. Does get past a ton. That's definitely enough for the first down there.
Yeah, Lexington are getting worn down right now. They're getting pummeled right back towards their own end zone. It's just been consistent, strong runs for this CC offense.
Yeah, and he's got to be like the player of the game here. He's done a ton on both sides. Again, making that first real big tackle back there. Looks like he is on the sideline, though. Maybe injured, maybe just looks like a tight muscle of some kind. Look, I really hope he's going to be okay.
Yeah, him and Burry out so far in this one. Burry's still questionable to make a return.
Snaps to Duffy. He's going to take it. Big pass out to Ruman. Not to Ruman, sorry. That's going to go out to Alex Vivek, the tight end. Pass is good from him. He's going to get the touchdown.
Really nice play design. A play action there from CC. Fevik goes on an outside post route and catches it wide open in the end zone. Perfect throw from Duffy as Fevik was able to catch it over the shoulder, nice and easy. And that's just a really great first offensive drive for them as they've got a 13-0 lead quickly here in the second half.
Yeah, we've seen Fevik do a ton on the other side of the ball here. He's been great on defense so far. And to see him do great on offense, he's another one of these two-side players who are going to do what you need on either side of the play. And the kick is low, looks to be good, just good there. Again, Garofalo kind of cutting it just a bit close. And we're getting a replay of that pass to Fevik, and it was just inch perfect from him. Great run from him just getting out there. For a tight end, he's got a bit of speed.
Yeah, certainly, Owen. And I mean, certainly just a versatile player. Obviously bring the speed like you just said, but also a really big guy and really fits the perfect mold for that tight end position. It's good hands by him there.
Yeah, so CC to punt again. Maybe Garofalo can get a good one out here. I know he doesn't want to make these just short kicks because they're not getting him too much on the defensive end. But we'll see what he can do here. This is, he is a sophomore, so he does have a ton more time left at his high school to just start getting better at these kicks. But hopefully we can see some nice deep kick here from him. And that kick is going to go all the way to the back end zone. Going to be a touchback for Lexington. But you know what? CC would much prefer it on the 20 than the 40, like his last kicks.
Yeah, honestly, like you said, that was certainly a strong kick. Got him far right into that corner there. And if that doesn't take the bounce as it did, which I mean, you never know with a football, but if that didn't take as many longer hops, that would have been a really nice ball right inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, definitely. We see Lexington line up. Again, doesn't look like they're going to play too many wide receivers here. They're going to try to get this run going again, but CC have just kind of been playing lockdown defense on that run. We do have 8 minutes to go left in the third quarter. The score CC 14, Lexington 0. Snap goes. It's going to be a handoff, but he's not going to get quite anywhere. Snap did, in fact, go to Hatch there. I'm pretty sure he gave it to Selski, but Selski just couldn't make anything happen there.
Yeah, Ruman came all the way in from that safety position. He read that was a run really early and got in quick to make a nice tackle, holding it to a pretty short gain.
And that wasn't Selski. That was Jason's son, who we've seen just a few times this game, but he's limping off now, which might spell danger for this Lexington team.
Yeah, that's certainly going to be a little bit of a hazard for Lexington. That's been their main option out of the backfield so far today, and Hatch hasn't looked great throwing the ball so far, so that takes away a huge weapon of theirs.
Snap goes to Hatch. He is going to make another handoff, and it's going to get stopped right there. Or no, not going to get stopped. Finn Ruman looking to be jumping on top of that pileup yet again. You know what? Lex is still up. Looks like they're going to get to about the 37 here, which 35. That is going to be enough for a first down. That's crazy. I thought he did have a bit of a stop and forward momentum there, but did not look like it.
Yeah, a couple of nice jukes from Selski coming out of that backfield. Didn't have a whole lot of men in front of him, so trying to use that lateral distance there, but just a huge clump or a ball right there. Both teams right there.
Yeah, definitely. That's a tough play to make, and if you've got this size advantage like Lexington does, you can make it a bunch, or really whenever you need to. That's going to be a short play from Lexington. Looks to be about a 1 or 2 yard gain. That's a 2-yard gain for them. It's going to be just another rush from them. They're really playing this way for the whole game. They're trying to get a bit of push action there. Someone jumped over the top again. Seems to be a theme with this CC defense. It's real fun to watch.
Yeah, same guy earlier with Rumen doing it again. That one, the handoff to Christian Brown, the big offensive lineman there, who we've really seen playing a little bit of fullback as well.
Yeah, looks like
for the squad.
Looks like we should get Rumen playing a bit of basketball because it looks like he's got hops. Snap is to be taken to Hatch yet again. Hatch gets it. It's going to go to Selski. Selski doesn't have room.
Nice tackle from Spot Tech coming off the edge there. Able to wrap him up and bring him right back down with the help of a couple teammates.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd, and I think that was a loss there. So probably 3rd and 8 here. That's tough for Lexington, as we know. Sorry, their number 16, that is Eli Selski, has been a real good option for them on the run. And if he can't really if he can't get any space just out of the pocket there, he's going to be useless for this team, and CC are just going to keep playing that good run defense that they've played this whole game.
Yeah, Selski has been the backup to Sun so far. And just kind of like Owen said, hasn't exactly filled the mold as perfectly as they liked.
But Selski does make a pretty good play here. It's going to be just a bit of a toss to him over from the side of Hatch. He's not going to get enough for the first down, though. Looks like just about 2 or 3 for the gain.
Yeah, really tried to go out wide with that one on that little run. It was Lewis Simon again who's getting him.
Yeah, he's been a real big player this game. Real important for CC. Lexington line up to take the kick here. We've got Jackson and Rumen back yet again.
Yeah, they're lining up right on this right hash mark. Both times they've done this, it's gone to Jackson. That one goes to him again.
Yeah, Jackson's got the ball here. Going to try to get a bit of a run. He trips just a bit. He's going to get just to the 40. We do have a few flags in this play. Not seeing anything. Maybe a bit of holding here. We'll hear in just a minute.
Yeah, we got multiple flags. All refs saw the same thing here. Jackson trying to run out to the right, had a little bit of a trip.
It's going to be a first down for CC here. I think the ball is going to go back just a bit by the looks of where they're setting up. Might still be on the 40. They may have deferred the call.
Yeah, so, I mean, penalty is going to be on CC. It's that illegal block in the back by Sawyer Carnes, who came up a little bit too high there on that return. That's going to push CC back to the 32.
They're on the 32 here, but from by the looks of it, especially from that last drive, they can get down the field. So we'll see here. Snap to Duffy. Gives it off to their number 27. That's
Huth.
Tyler Huth. Tyler Huth's going to get a bit of distance. Looks like about a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, Huth has been getting in the game, hadn't gotten the ball into his hands just yet. Really nice player last year on the freshman team.
I'm sorry, that was not 6 yards. That was 13 yards. Made it a bit farther after that initial touch by the defender. He's a sophomore yet again. This team is pretty sophomore heavy. Good class for CC football. Snap's going to go to Duffy yet again. Duffy signals. He's taking the snap. He's going to give it off to Bays. Bays is just not going to get anywhere. Looks like not a loss here. Maybe a gain of inches. Or maybe a loss of 2.
Yeah, and he's hurt bad on the ground right now. They're going to have to bring out a couple of people. He really got stuck behind Liam King at that right tackle on the offensive line. Tried to cut it back to the middle. Went to a big crowd, and we'll hope he can be okay. That's, again, the main running back they've gone to, with Burry getting hurt really early in the game.
Yeah, and we see Sawyer Carnes come on for him.
Yeah, so gonna have to go even deeper into the rotation here.
Yeah, and what we see from Sawyer Carnes is he is a running back, but he's also not the biggest guy. So while he is gonna have that agility and speed, if he's gonna go one-on-one against a defender, it's just unlikely he'll win.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see if they kind of go to Huth or Fevic more out of the backfield now. Maybe even get Simon a little more action after he had that huge one earlier.
Yeah, and we know Duffy can make the pass, so might as well give it a go. He's got a great option in Alex Fevic, who from what we've seen this game, does make these good routes, makes life hard for his defender here. Duffy takes a snap. He's going to give it off to Huth yet again. Huth's got some room. Going to run it out to just beyond CC, or just before CC's 40. Looks like it's going to be just short of a first down.
Really smooth play right there. A fake toss to Carnes, who didn't get the ball, and Huth getting it behind. He is showing a lot of speed, and he is able to get out wide.
I'm sorry, that
really quick.
That is a first down. Just got it there. Good from them. 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. CC up 14 points.
Yeah, and they've still held Lexington scoreless, taking a little bit more time on this offensive possession.
Yeah, Duffy sets up again to take the snap. He's got Carnes behind him again, but he's signaling for that running back to go behind, but he's going to give the ball off to what looks to be Carnes. He's going to get just a bit of a gain, maybe 1 or 2 yards there.
Yeah, good blocks ahead of him right there. I liked what I saw, especially on that right side of the line, where they didn't necessarily bring it apart, but they really pushed it forward. Even Huth getting in on the action there, coming out. He was on the right side of Duffy. He came in and pushed a pretty big D tackle just straight forward and gave Carnes about 3 to 5 more yards.
Yeah, we've got 2nd and 4 for CC on their own 38. It's going to be the snap. Snap is going to get back to John DeCesare. John DeCesare has room. He's got the speed, but he's going to be taken out by a very quick Lexington defender. That's number 26. That is Samuel Floristo. Yeah,
nice
John
speed
DeCesare
there off from DeCesare off of that jet sweep. CC really relying on that play where Duffy send them in motion quick with that back step of the foot and giving them smoother handoffs than we saw in that first half. But they're moving it quick, trying to push towards those sidelines there.
Looks like we're going to get a holding call from the ref. That's going to be on the offense. I'm not sure what's happening here. Looks like Patriots are going to get a holding call, but they're going to keep the first down. Not sure. Not sure what the call was here from the refs.
So yeah, again, holding on the offense, but just going to they'll take the penalty of yards moving back, and they'll reset to a first down on that one. So just pushes them back, still going to have 10 yards, though, on this first down.
Duffy gets a snap yet again, does not give it to Carnes. Carnes is looking for it. It's a great pass out to Fevic. Fevic does not quite have it. Got it in his hands, just bobbled it a bit, is eventually taken out by that Lexington defender. Great from him, just kind of got right in there, not enough for it to be a fumble. That Lexington defender looks to be Armand Espa. I've talked about him before. He's got some speed. He's a good pass option for Lex on offense. But he's also pretty good defense. You know, got his hand right in there, blocking his vision just a bit. Maybe a hand on the ball there.
Yeah, I'm loving the routes from Fevic right now. He's breaking free and getting a decent amount of space. He slowed down a little too much to make the catch on what was really a good throw from Duffy. Ends up in an incompletion. They'll get another try. Looking promising, though.
Duffy to signal. He snaps it. It's going to go to DeCesare again. DeCesare through the middle. It's a fumble. But it's going to be retaken by CC as they notice it real quick there.
Yeah, flag came in right there pretty early, almost directly as that snap was taken. It's going to be an illegal motion on that CC offensive line there as they cut behind it.
Yeah, we see DeCesare just gets hit right in the hand there. But it's going to be Huth who does the job there and just gets the ball, takes it down like a live grenade there, just kind of right on it.
Yeah, he's certainly making use of his time where just doing the little things like that, that just saved your team a huge possession when you're already like into the Lexington territory. Turning that over is kind of a big swing.
I think we're going to see a nice pass here off to Fevic, but no, it's going to go to Huth. Huth gets just around the outside, going to get a few yards just beyond the 30.
Yeah, good blocks ahead of him as well from those two receivers out wide with Burke and Meyer. And Huth just pushing up. He's used good speed. He's protected the ball well. And he's kind of becoming the new main running back option for this squad with their two main guys out.
Yeah, I like the way he's playing there. He kind of just got right around the defense, ducked a few defenders' arms there, doesn't look to be the biggest guy, but again, CC have that speed and agility that is just going to work against this Lexington defense by the looks of it. And now we are back for the fourth quarter. This is the last quarter of the game. Hopefully, we'll see some good stuff from CC here as their cheer team takes the field.
Yeah, it's been good defense from CC so far. Obviously, they've still kept Lexington off the scoreboard right now. And with this 14-0 lead, they've had possession for a good bit here with a lot of these possessions going to third down. They got that big touchdown from Fivik, and they're looking strong right now. I mean, they're pushing it forward. They're getting good plays through both the ground and the air. I mean, they look in control of the game.
Yeah, they've just been great. CC have controlled this whole game. But I want to bring up one other thing here, and that is the CC Pep Band. You gotta love it. They're playing a crowd favorite there. That is Hey Baby. Everyone gets into it. Everyone loves it. It's just a great time. We've got just a few, I think a minute maybe left in the half here. We'll see what CC can make do with in this fourth quarter. They don't really have to do anything as long as their defense keeps playing real well and doesn't let Lexington get anything. They're safe for this whole game.
Yeah, I think CC, they can, especially, they've still got the ball right now on the 25 of Lexington right now. A 3rd down and 4 coming up for them. But after they get this first down, they can really, kind of like Owen's saying, play a little more conservative. Don't need to necessarily go for the big play. Use the clock to their advantage here if they're just trying to secure this win for them in the final game of the year for them.
Yeah, most definitely, Dash. And you know what? CC Pep Band, gonna mention him again. They're playing up one of their favorites, I know, because I'm friends with a bunch of kids in that band. But they're playing Shipping Up to Boston, which really is just the perfect song to play in Fenway Park. I mean, maybe other than Sweet Caroline, but I don't know if they've got that one. And just to mention, you know what? We could just talk about CC Pep Band here. They've got a ton of alumni here playing with them, and they're real happy about that because they've got a ton of great alumni who are really great at their instruments. And you know what? They sound great. Bit of a long break between quarters here.
Yeah, but I mean, as we're just pushing forward, as this fourth quarter is going to get underway, just kind of going to see if any team will kind of mix it up. I think we've seen just obviously that strong pattern you figured you would see with that run offense from Lexington, and it hasn't gotten them many points. So I'd kind of be interested to see, especially with an injury to their main back, we'll see if they're going to kind of end up switching something on their offensive side. And even CC, who I think have gotten better as the game's gone on, adding a little bit more variety to the plays and mixing it up a little bit more. I kind of want them to continue to do that because I just think it's seen more success than the kind of steadier stuff that we saw, especially in that first and beginning of the second quarter.
It's a great point, Dash. We see CC take the field yet again. It's going to be Ryan Duffy still playing in this quarterback role. He's done a great job all game. He's filling in for Wes Morse, who again had a pretty great season. Duffy takes the snap, is going to give it off to the running back. It's going to be Huth who's going to get it into the end zone for a touchdown. He gets past 2 or 3 defenders there. Great from him.
Sawyer Carness on the rush, like Owen said. A massive block from Huth there who cleared the lane. And Sawyer making this thing 20-0. CC, they're living on top of the mountain right now. Lights are flashing.
I do apologize. That was Carnes, not Huth. It was Huth who made the block. Thank you, Dash.
Yeah, both equally important on that play there because Sawyer's not getting that far and breaking getting the chance to, break that tackle right around that 5-yard line.
Yeah,
CC shoved him off with the left hand.
Have these 2 real great options in running backs. The kick is going to just bounce off the upright. It's not quite good.
Got a little deflection. They went to the big man, Eric Nix, to take that kick.
I was going to say, did not look like Jack Garofalo out there.
We knew it was going to be a possibility coming into this one. Nick, one of the star players for the squad as a senior, who has just had amazing seasons with this squad. Couldn't play because of a devastating injury very early in the game during that playoff game versus Lincoln Sudbury. Getting the chance with trying to use the leg there, and I think it would have gone if it weren't for a Lexington guy getting a couple of fingertips on it.
Yeah, just took a bit of a deflection there. We'll see who takes the punt, though. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Garofalo. Well, we do see Nick taking the field yet again, so it might be him.
Yeah, getting him a chance right here in his final game. Got to contribute to something that he can help with that doesn't quite involve using that left arm.
Yes, do we know what his injury was?
Just know that it was on the left arm. I mean, like, had to leave the game while he was at it, going to the hospital. So likely some broken bones, and I mean, who knows what else? But nice kick from him.
It's a good kick, gonna go right outside the 20. It's gonna be. He's gonna stay up for a bit. That's a great receiving reception from Samuel Florestal. We could see Christian Meyer just going in for the tackle early there. Didn't quite have him.
That'll help out CC holding on Lexington on that return. Nick with a nice kick there that went right. It bounced right to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, maybe he should be their first choice kicker there. That was a great kick from him. Just got where you want a punt to be.
And especially with that penalty, it's going to go right back to the 20-yard line. CC defense already out and ready to go quickly here. They have a 20-0 lead. We've just started our fourth quarter. Lexington going to need a big, quick offensive score here if they want to stay in it.
We've got 11:46 left in the game. CC are up 20 points. Lexington have a 1st and 10 here at their 20-yard line. If they can make something happen here, it just might not be enough. Snap goes to Hatch. He's going to try to look for a pass. He's going to make the pass, but it's going to be quickly brought down by Cooper Ubaldino, the senior.
Armand Espa on the catch there. Both of the number 11s with a one-on-one right there on the left side of the field. Quick throw from Hatch, and so although a nice completion, didn't get him too many yards.
Yeah, pretty good pass there. Just not quite enough. Like, he wasn't leading them quite enough to get any more yards on that play. That was kind of a stagnant throw there. But Ubaldino got him down real quick. Going to be a gain of 6 on that pass. Snap is again going to go to Hatch. Hatch going to take it for a pass yet again. Pass goes real deep. And that's looks like it's going to be a holding on the Lexington offense.
Yeah, I
looked
mean,
like
no flag coming, but I see what you mean there, Owen. I mean, that's almost, he was playing more defense than offense there on that fade route.
Just a bit too deep of a throw there, but he just put too much behind it. Throw was going right to, I'm not sure who that was. Looks like it was Ubaldino, who does play wide receiver on offense, so he does have the hand to catch that. But it looked like Espa was just playing defense, holding them back.
Yeah, that was the first play that we saw the running back, Son coming right back in after that injury he had earlier in the game, and the play kind of seemed to be designed to him as he went out on a late break for a screen, and maybe that's what he was expecting and not really looking for the ball.
We've got 3rd and 4 for Lexington. Hatch to throw it. Hatch is going to make a big toss, and it's almost intercepted, but I think that's Sam Johnson. That is Sam Johnson. Throw was meant for Griffin Lay, but didn't quite get to him. I think they're really trying to get the pass out of their bag because, again, like we've been saying, this CC run defense has been great. Looks like Hatch has that throw some of the time, but just not quite enough on it for Lay there.
Yeah, that one just kind of a wobbly overthrow, not a great one there, and they're going to have to go to the punt.
They're going to make a punt. It's only one guy back to receive it. Going to be Carnes. Carnes hesitates on that first cut just a bit, and he is going to have it just at the 40.
Just over 10 and a half minutes to go right here in this fourth quarter. Concord Carlisle with the 20-0 lead.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Reed will be real happy with what his boys have done tonight. You know, this is a big rivalry game, maybe our biggest one other than LS. and it's really nice to see CC win these.
Yeah, I think they've played kind of their signature style where the defense is just incredibly strong. They forced Lexington to go 3 and out on what was their biggest drive of the game. They needed something to happen, and the offense has been flowing right now. It's been good. It's been fun to watch.
Snap to Duffy. He is gonna just take, or not to Duffy. Sorry, that looks like it's gonna go right out to not sure.
Gonna be Sawyer again on that
Sawyer,
carry
thank you.
to that left side, and he was met by 2 Lexington guys pretty quick, especially Faisal.
Yeah, Leahy almost got a hand on him, got maybe a loss of yards for them if Leahy had got, or maybe even more of a loss than they got here. But Leahy just kind of couldn't get his arm, just slipped it right out of there.
Yeah, the other one there, the captain, Mateo Gomes, who has been on that line for Lexington. 3 out of their 4 captains aren't the linemen, so you can tell that's where their
Snap goes. It's going to go to the running back yet again. He's going to get just a few yards into the middle here. Looks like he's just below the 50. We've got a 3rd and 8 for CC here. Looks like they're going to be, I'm expecting a pass from Duffy here. He's got this good, like not even a slot receiver, but he's kind of playing like one. Alex Fivik at tight end, who's just going to get past anyone you need him to. And if you've got that option out there, why not just use him?
Yeah, certainly a possibility. Oh, and I'd be interested to see, although with 8 yards being a little bigger, I think that jet sweep has been something they can kind of rely on there, where they can get good motion out of the backfield. And with good blockers ahead, that could be something. They're going to take a timeout there, their first of this half.
Yeah, before the timeout, we had 3 wide receivers set up out there. We had Burke out there, who we haven't really seen play wide receiver, but also Meyer and Huth, who we've seen kind of playing in that more running back role. But I like him here. A bit of crowd noise here. We've got Chaperone playing. Gotta love it. You know what? It's been really great to be here at Fenway for tonight. Thank you so much to Fenway Park for just letting us be here, giving us this press box, giving us the opportunity to broadcast from here.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, Owen. This is a pretty awesome opportunity to get. And I mean, just been a big step for WIQH here, certainly.
And Minutemen Media, thank you for partnering with us here at WIQH and putting us on video, new medium for us. And you might be able to hear the pep band here. And I was told that their director said you guys should play as loud as you want here, and we can hear them. Snap goes to Duffy. He's got a pass to Fivik. Fivik has it at the 50. He's got a bit of room. He's got a blocker. He's going to get past a few guys. Just going to be taken down right at the 35.
Absolute pancake by Jack McWalter running out ahead. He got a huge block, allowed Fivik to run. They went to the screen pass, and it was a huge play. Easily got the first down. Duffy took a really far drop on it, but Fivik got out quick and just had no one really in the area with that strong block.
That's a risky pass for Duffy, as it just goes right ahead of that, or right over the head of that O-line guy on Lexington. He didn't get a hand on it, but that's a risky pass, but ended up great. It looks like Snap's going to go out to Duffy yet again. Duffy takes a snap. He's going to give it right to his running back. He's got some room. He's got a ton of room. He's moving. That's Lewis Simon coming in for his 2nd touchdown of his final game in high school.
What a run. I mean, he had the defense guessing where he was going to go. He went to the middle first, stutter stepped, and he was practically jogging the whole way. Made it look really easy. A second big rush for him.
Yeah, that's just great for him. You know what? I don't know if he's going to play in college anywhere, but he's really good. I mean, that's just perfect for him. gets right outside, gets through, gets touched by 2 or 3 guys, just gets past him though, and just makes it right into the end zone.
Yeah, and you can't leave out that stiff arm he just had on Sohn, who was the linebacker there.
Kick is blocked by Eric Nick yet again.
Nick really slow. It's kind of a late break and then a slow run up. It's kind of an odd, not so helpful combination, and that one really wasn't too close to getting off.
I'm sure he's just happy to be playing. Yeah, I mean, we're getting a replay of this run by Lewis Simon. And, I mean, there's really not much Lexington could have done there. Got past 2 or 3 defenders. And then there's just a guy who might have had him right outside the end zone. Just couldn't get to him, though.
Yeah, I mean, this Lexington D-line is nothing to scoff at. I mean, they're obviously, that's what they're known for. You know that's why they run the ball so much on that offensive end. And they're making holes for Simon to go through. And Simon has just been, like, impossible to tackle out in the open field unless it's more than 2 guys on him. So
yeah, couldn't agree more, Dash. Looks like we're gonna get Eric Nick to take the punt yet again. Last one was pretty good, so we'll see. We've got 2 guys on Lexington to set up to take it back. That is gonna be Florestal and Son rather.
yeah, I'd like to see if he can kind of pin this inside the 15.
It's a great kick. Gonna go just beyond the 20. Gonna be caught by Son. But there is some kind of penalty.
I think he like kind of accidentally called for that fair catch when he put his arms up to kind of signal he was getting the ball.
Oh,
he looked to run it forward and had a fair catch called on him.
That's unfortunate. We've got 8 minutes left in the game here. Concord Carlisle is up 26. Nothing like the game played here before. That was really a nail-biter, but between Plymouth North and Plymouth South. Went to overtime, and it was just, they just eked the win out, I think, Plymouth South.
Plymouth South took that one, yeah.
Nothing like this game with CC just beating the bag out of Lexington here. But if you didn't see the scoreboard, you might not think that. You know, Lexington have been playing pretty well. Snap goes for Lexington. Not going to get too far as it's stopped pretty immediately by Jack McWalter there.
Yeah, good little help out there by Wes McGovern coming in at the end. A senior as well, getting some action here late in this one. Looks like timeout's going to be taken here by Lexington. They need to, I mean, seriously regroup if they're trying to get on the board at all in this one.
Yeah, I think, you know what, it might be a bit early, but I think you can ride out a win for Lexington here. But they do want to be on the board. Well, we're yet to see, but kind of heartbreaking for them. But on another note, this is great for CC. They kind of had a heartbreaking loss to LS, big rivals, in the first playoff game of the season. And this is a really nice game to just last game to come back to and just beat the bag out of Lexington.
Yeah, it's certainly been, I mean, you call it a rivalry, but honestly in this one, CC, they've taken it, especially in this Thanksgiving game. They won the first ever one between these two. In 1924, they won it 24-0, and then even at one point, they won 21 years in a row.
Wow!
And they're going for their 5th this year in a row.
I was gonna say they've had a ton in a row now.
But I mean, nothing. Just
snap goes to Hatch. It's gonna be a quick pass to Son. Son is gonna get just a bit of room. It looks like he's tackled by his own blocker, but not quite. Blocker's pushed into him by CC. It's going to be CC number 5. Lansana Keita.
Yeah, on a really nice run. And he gave it to Son coming up the middle. And he made one slight little juke move to his left and just took it straight up the middle.
Lexington are on the 31 here. It's 1st and 10 for them. 7:20 left in the game. With CC up by 26 points.
CC going to a little bit of subs off the bench. You just saw Jack Fairday coming in on that
another little pitch back to Son. He's going to be brought down by just a ton of CC defenders. Going to get a few yards, though. Looks like he might be just short of the first down.
Got a couple of other subs coming in for CC. Got Will Lynch and Asher Benjamin coming in on that defensive line to join Fairdig and Declan McQueen.
So, fun thing about Asher Benjamin, him and Kenji Ma did, I think, a jersey swap. Or no? Or Kenji Ma took his number earlier this year?
Yeah,
And-
something like that. Had a little mix-up on our roster in one of those first games. Good to have it all square now.
All right, snap goes. It's going to be another just push from Lexington here. It's going to be Ethan Rivas in the end who takes him down. Ball is going to be by number 90 on Lexington, Christian Brown. We've seen him on the field a lot this game, but just not with the ball. He is doing pretty well blocking for that O-line. He's a pretty big dude. He's a 5'10", 250 pounds. Hatch takes the field yet again.
Clock running down. We have just over 5.5 minutes to go. Lexington again just making a couple of late substitutions here.
Yeah, looks like Hatch might try to get a throw off here. It is 1st and 10, but you know, we've only got 5 minutes left. So you really want to see something here. It's going to be pitched back to Son yet again. He's going to be stopped right at the 50. That's going to be a gain of just about 3 yards. He's taken down in the end by Wes McGovern, the senior.
Yeah, good. Son's moving back in healthy a little bit after taking about half a quarter break earlier in that third. He's come back, and again, he's just been kind of that main guy out the backfield. Lexington moving quick. Oh, that's on the ground.
Yeah, that might be CC,
That's CC.
coming up with the fumble. That is going to be Wes McGovern, who looks to have dove on that ball.
Really nice defensive drive from him.
Yeah, he just gets right on there, doesn't he?
CC are going to take over right around midfield at their 49-yard
CC
line.
have it at the 49, and it's hopefully they'll make something happen here. But again, they're up 26, so maybe you just either make something quick happen here, or just kind of play out the rest of the game. Don't make the defense come back on. Looks like Duffy is talking to his team here. Looks like we might get another throw from him. And I've liked his throws so far. Doesn't get to play too much when you've got a player like Wes Morse, who's playing over you most of the time. They do have one wide receiver out there, Cooper Ubaldino. But it is going to go in the end to what looks to be Huth.
Oh, my goodness.
Huth is going to get a ton of distance. Breaks free. He's out to the 20. Off to the 10, try to get past the defender. He's not going to quite get there. He's taken down from behind. He's going to just be on the 18.
What a run from Tyler Huth. He went to the right side. It looked like he was down. He broke free, skidded out of the pack, used his speed, got wide all the way to the 20-yard line marker, and may have had it. It was tough. He had a one-on-one. He tried to go with a little stutter step.
Yeah, you just love to see that, don't you?
Yeah, he's had a really good game, and obviously him and Duffy coming out as the, QB running back main duo so far late in this game. They've both looked a lot more comfortable.
CC take the field again. It's going to be looking like a snap to Duffy here, but he might give it off. And he is going to give it off, and that is going to be number 34, Levon Boyajian. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. With the carry. Looks like he's going to get just about maybe 9 yards. Gets a bit of room there. Gets tackled in the end by 2 defenders.
Yeah, Levon's been a really strong running back for the JV unit so far this season, using his strength and a really good speed as well, just pummeling right up the middle and getting them good yards.
Yeah, that's really great from him. He is not always seeing the varsity field, and I'm sure he's real excited to have one of his first rushes for this varsity team be at Fenway Park. We've got 3:11 left in the game. CC up 26-0.
Got the ball on Lexington's 8.
Snap to Duffy. Gonna give it again off to Meyer. Meyer's gonna try to make something happen. He's gonna touch the pylon with the ball.
Oh, marked him
Not
just
good.
short.
Oh, just short. Almost had it.
I thought he was in there. Reached the ball out over the pylon. Must have had kind of the right side of his right foot touching a little bit of chalk there.
Yeah, I thought he had that.
I mean, looking at the replay, I think he got in there.
They're putting CC out at the 2. It's second and 2
refs
here.
Not going to overturn anything, but it'll be a touchdown in our hearts from Christian Meyer.
Maybe. I'm sure he'll want that. I'm sure they might give it to him again. He's lining up as a running back yet again, right next to Duffy. He's going to give it to Meyer. Meyer is just going to have it, going to get in there, right past the Lexington defender. That is Isaac Jago. And that is going to be a touchdown for Christian Meyer. Another senior here as the muskets of the Minutemen go off.
Yeah, and another captain as well. He deserved that touchdown. Nice run up the middle. He kind of attacked with his backside and just pancaked over with a little roll as well, finishing into the end zone. Puts them up 32-0.
We've got 2 minutes left in this game, and looks like, I mean, they've got Eric Nick taking the kick yet again. I think it's just for fun now.
Yeah, I mean, he's gone 0 for 2 so
He's
far
0
on
for
these
2.
extra points, but hopefully he can learn from his mistakes and make a quick adjustment here.
We're seeing Theo Remington come on the field now.
Yeah. CC had 33 points in their Thanksgiving game last year. See if they can tie it up.
Oh,
just missed
just
it wide
outside
left.
for him. He's 0 for 3 in this game. So it's 32-0. CC with the winning score here. Or not winning quite yet, but it is 1 minute, 20 seconds to go here.
Yeah, and they're letting the clock roll. They're letting this one come to an end here.
I think it's been wraps for Lexington since probably the fourth quarter. CC have just kind of locked them down here, not getting anything on offense here, and just doing as much as they can on defense to stop CC, but again, it's just not enough.
Yeah, I mean, Lexington, they haven't had a great season so far, but I wouldn't take away credit from the Patriots defense. I mean, holding a team to 0 points in a huge game. I mean, like I mentioned earlier, they've been preparing for this since that playoff loss. You know it's been on their minds, and I think they really came to execute today.
It's a pretty good punt from Nick. It's going to go off to Espa.
Yeah, I mean, he was brought down, but they're going to let the clock keep rolling.
And I'd like to talk about CC's quarterback, Ryan Duffy. He's just had a great game so far. One of his first games really getting to play as quarterback from this team, as Wes Morris, he just kind of has that position on lock. He's been playing awesome. He's just had a great game so far, getting that yardage.
Yeah, I think you could really see him grow more comfortable into his role as this one went on. And just came up big for him last play of the game here.
And that is the ball game. Wow. We've got a win for Concord Carlisle, 32-0. We see the red lights for the Concord Maroon, and they storm the field. They've got to be happy about this. There's got to be some kind of euphoria for them just winning here at Fenway Park in one of your biggest rivalry games. This is awesome for them.
Yeah, it's their 5th straight Thanksgiving win, and this one, it wasn't even close. 32-0 right there. Domination on both ends of the ball, especially as this one got later into the game.
Yeah, I don't think you ever expect CC to lose this game just from not out the gate off that first fumble, but maybe just out that second quarter rather. And the second quarter, CC really showed Lexington what they can do and what they're going to do to this team. And then, you know what, it just kind of all came to an end, and especially that fourth quarter when CC got that final touchdown, and Lexington will lose all hope there.
Yeah, I just think this was certainly a team to remember for this one, especially just kind of got hit with a lot of unlucky stuff. I mean, closer games and injuries really ended up kind of holding this team back, but still a ton of bright spots with the amount of star players you have. And they were able to get some wins in the end. They got to the playoffs, just played a stronger game in that playoffs. And to end the season like this, I think it's pretty fitting.
Yeah, I'd like to highlight a few key players on the CC team, and one for Lexington. One of which is Ryan Duffy. Coming out the gate, one of your first games, getting to start as quarterback. He did a great job. Again, I don't think Coach Reed had too much confidence in his throw earlier in the game, but as the game went on, they let him throw more and more, and it got better and better, especially with that one touchdown pass to Alex Fevic. Just perfect, inch perfect, got right to him. That was great. And again, we saw other players on this team, like especially Lewis Simon, who did a great job getting 2 touchdowns here. 2 great rushing touchdowns just from right outside the pocket. Just got right out there. I think both of them more than 20 yards.
I mean, my shout out that I was going to give Owen, it's really just going to be like the whole defensive line of CC. You knew the run was coming from Lexington, and they stopped it effectively. I mean, they didn't have a run that was over 15 yards this whole game. They held it short, they held it compact, and I mean, it shows on the scoreboard.
So I'd like to highlight one player for this Lexington team, and that's gonna be Hatch. You know, he had a tough game as quarterback, made a few good throws, just didn't do enough as quarterback there. But again, I think he is maybe other than Selski in the first half, even though he wasn't great in the second half. I think he was kind of carrying this team with any distance that they did get. Alrighty then. Thank you so much for listening or listening on WIQH.com or 88.3 FM or watching us on Minutemen Media. The score is CC32 and Lexington 0. Thank you so much to Blair Razor, Trey Bathurst, and Rich Razor for being our in-studio tech people. And thank you so much to Julia and for doing in-studio tech. Thank you so much for listening to that broadcast yet again, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. Are we off?